What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I am back with another Out of the Theater review. This week, I went and saw the latest in the Hercule Poirot movies. Of course, you had Murder on the Orient Express, and then Death on the Nile, and now the release this week is called A Haunting in Venice. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my thoughts on these, of course, spoiler-free, but before I do so, please, if you would, please consider subscribing to the channel. Go ahead and hit the button, hit the bell icon. That way you get notified every time we drop new videos or go live. We do unboxings here. We do Out of the Theater reviews every week, top 5 countdowns, and then live shows every other week. So if that sounds fun, click subscribe. Of course, give me a thumbs up down below if this is a movie you're looking forward to, or even if it's not. Just go ahead and give me a thumbs up and leave a comment if you did see this. What are your thoughts on the film? Okay, so I will preface this with, I enjoy these murder mysteries, these Agatha Christie adaptations. I think Kenneth Branagh is great as Poirot. I think Murder on the Orient Express was fantastic. The cast on that one is crazy good. Then you had Death on the Nile, another one with a really strong cast. I liked it, but I liked it a little less. I did not like it as much as the first movie. So I was going into this one, looking forward to it. And now it looks like there's like a horror type element to it. And now that I have seen it, I can definitely say that there is. I wouldn't call it necessarily a scary movie by any stretch, but there are a lot of jump scares. So if that is something you don't really like, just be warned, there are some. I did not jump at any of them, so I didn't think they were like super effective jump scares, but they're there. You know, you'll be in a room and all of a sudden a loud noise or whatever. So just be warned. That's one element. And then there is sort of this ghostly type element. This is in the trailer, so there's no spoilers. That is present in the film as well. So it did, for me, it added a nice little layer to it that made it a little bit different than the first two. Those are just straightforward murder mysteries, no supernatural type elements. This one does have that. So it makes it a little bit different. I like that element of it. It did keep me off guard a little bit because then I was like, well, what's real? What's not real? What, you know, it did a good job with that. Of course, the cast here, not as good as the last two movies, honestly, just as far as star power. Obviously, you have Kenneth Branagh back, and then Tina Fey is in this, and she's not playing comedic role, even though she does have some humor. All these movies do have some humor, mostly from him, but Tina Fey in a serious role, and she's pretty good. Michelle Yeoh, Oscar winner. So I guess there is that. I mean, they do have an Oscar winner in here, Michelle Yeoh. And then Jamie Dornan. And then you get like Kelly Riley from Yellowstone. And the guy, I don't even know the actor's name. I'm sorry, the Italian guy. He was in John Wick 2. I just remember him from John Wick 2. He's in this too. But we're not talking like the megawatt star power as the other two movies or the first two movies. Still, the cast is good. All the acting is really good. The writing is strong. I think this fits right in with these movies. Like, it is a really solid trilogy of films. I don't think this one's as good as Murder on the Orient Express still. I still think that one's the best. But for me, I think I liked this one a little bit better than Death on the Nile. Like, that movie was good. It was fun. But for me, and maybe it's just because I'm a horror fan, I think that little bit of extra layer of horror kind of made it a more fun watch for me. I would put them almost neck and neck. You know, I might wake up tomorrow and think Death on the Nile is better. But right now, I think I like this one a little bit better. But neither one is as good as Murder on the Orient Express. As far as negatives, again, those jump scares, I didn't think they were super effective. There's that. And if it was trying to go for like real scares, it's not very scary. I think horror fans there's enough in there for you. And if you're not a horror fan, like, don't be scared to watch this because you probably won't get scared. Maybe you'll jump once or twice because of a loud noise, but you won't really be that scared. So I would say those weren't super effective. Besides that, it's just, I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it, but it just felt a little in the middle. It's, you know, he's doing all the interviews. This is weird. So it feels like the other movies. Like, it does the same sort of format. Like, all these people are in this place. There's a murder, and he tries to solve it. And for whatever reason, though, this one, there was parts here or there where it dragged a little bit. It's not very long. I think it clocks in under 2 hours, which is good. Little parts here or there where I was like, okay, maybe, you know, they could have cut one or two little scenes. Other than that, I thought it was a really solid, really good, not great or amazing, but really good murder mystery movie. I will give this like a 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. I think it's solid. even though I don't have a ton of negatives, it still didn't reach any like amazing heights. And that's kind of where my score comes in, because they're just not like, there was no twist that really made me go, oh, wow, like that's crazy. I actually predicted one of the things that happens like a little bit before, which again, I said in a past video, I don't like when I can actually guess stuff. So, but I did predict one thing right. I did, but not the whole thing. So that, you know, kind of was like, oh, I saw that coming a little bit. But other than that, really solid. Love the cinematography, beautifully shot, very well written, great direction by Kenneth Branagh, and he's great. His performance, again, knocks it out the park. So I did enjoy the film. It is good. 7.5 out of 10. Definitely worth your time if you are into these sort of movies. So that is it for this movie. Next week, I will be back with another Out of the Theater review, and I will be seeing, I don't even remember what comes out next week, but whatever it is, Expendables 4. I'll be back with it. Looks how excited I am for it. I don't even remember. Expendables 4. I will be here with a review for that. So until then, take it easy.